You know, every now and again you'll be driving in your car and you'll be listening to Five Live or something like that, and you'll like hear pundits, ex-players, whoever, talking about the top six and which teams can potentially challenge the top six. And every now and again, they forget about Everton. They'll say Wolves or they'll say Leicester, and they won't say Everton. And it gets me angry. I'm angry. I'm like, fuck off, Robbie Savage. You know, what about Everton? We should be, you know, we should be mentioned in the same breath as this teams. We're challengers to the top six. And then it's days like this, I think, that are a reminder of why some pundits and other supporters don't take us seriously. Because ultimately, if you want to challenge the top six, you have to go to places like Bournemouth and win. You can't have a lot of the ball and do very little with it, lose the game 3-1, switch off in some critical moments of the game, and then still expect and get upset when former players, you know, don't mention you as a serious challenger to the top six. You can't have it both ways. Everton cannot have this both ways. And today was again, I think, bitterly disappointing. And look, I'm one of these vloggers, if that's what you want to call us. Some of you have more colourful names for the people that do this kind of stuff. But I'm not one of these lads that will get too high when things are good, and I won't get too low when things are bad. You know, I try and maintain, you know, a level of balance. And today, you know, it's not the end of the world, but I think I'm just the overriding point I'm making is we can't expect people to take us very seriously when we lose away at Bournemouth, and I think they'll be in the manner that we did, and I think there'll be other people who see that score and won't be overtly shocked, and I think that speaks volumes. Because Everton have lost 3-1 down at Bournemouth. In case you're watching this video and you don't know, I'm sure the score will be in the title. You know, Everton started pretty well. Richarlison at the bar, and then Callum Wilson scores off a corner, and again it triggers a massive debate about zonal marking and the credentials of it as opposed to man marking. Look, ultimately, if you switch off, if you have centre halves who switch off, it doesn't matter what system you adapt. It doesn't matter what system you adopt. You're in trouble. Ultimately, if you've got to do things right, you've got to switch on. And when your centre halves don't, it doesn't matter if you're playing zonal or man marking. It doesn't matter at all. Dominic Calvert-Lewin rises pretty well, gets us back in the game just before half time. Duncan Ferguson-esque header. Happy for him because I think he gets a bit of undue stick at times. I think he did his job relatively well today. You know, he got a goal, so there's that. You know, second half we started well, overplaying at times though. This is a feature of Marco Silva's Everton. We have a lot of the ball but don't do a lot with it. We're not clinical enough, and it's all a little bit kind of predictable, and I think Bournemouth you know, sensed that today and took advantage of it. And then, you know, people will argue for the second, if you haven't seen it yet. Richarlison hacks I can't remember who it was now. Anyway, hacks one of their lads down. People were debating whether or not, you know, he should have gone to ground there. For me, you know, their lads are heading into a dangerous area of the pitch. So ultimately, he's got to do something. He takes him down, and, you know, Dal sticks a leg out, and the ball goes in the back of the net. Again, poor, but it is what it is. And then I think the third for me is the most disappointing goal of all, because it goes straight over the top. It's so simple, and Yerry Mina's, I mean, I don't know what. Sometimes I find this with our centre halves. They stand in really strange positions, and I'm like, how are you there? How are you there? How have you got there? Ball over the top, and it's 3, and it's just disappointing. Bernard and Moise Keane came on, but again, of little effect that they had, and yeah. I'm disappointed. I'm interested to know what you think, though. So, as always, on Grand Old Team, give us your thoughts underneath this video. Remember to like, share, subscribe. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching.